girl Destiny back in the house. Hello, hey, hi, and how are you doing? Bienvenido, and Joaquin. I hope each and every one of you feels welcome. Listen, we're going to do some content today. First topic is going to be, this topic is going to be about being self-aware. Right now, stop what you're doing and clowning, we're gonna hop right on into this topic. Let's get into it. Listen, I want to talk about this topic because I feel like a lot of people are not self-aware. Like, people are not as in tune with themselves as they would like to think they are, but they're so quick to point out everything about everybody else. Make it make sense. Could anybody explain how does that mindset work? I have no idea what's going on with me. I don't know my own mind capacity, my mindset, why I'm wired, how I'm wired, why I have the quirks that I have, why I do the things I do. But I know everything wrong with you. What is that? What type of person is that, and why is that even a person? Why is that a personality? Why? I have all the questions about that because as I like to, on my channel, I know I like to talk about myself in a positive light, and I always throw out those negative things. I just did a topic talking about my anger management and my, when you poke the bear, the type of person you get. I'm authentic about that. I never like to come across as, oh my gosh, you think she's so prim and proper, so perfect. Absolutely not. I'm, like I said in another video, I'm probably one of the most flawed people you will ever meet. And if you never meet me, that you'll ever watch on video. One of the most flawed. However, one of the positives about me, because I just talked about the negatives about me, is I'm very much self-aware. It doesn't give me a pass, and it's not a free ticket to be able to talk about everybody else, but I think you're in a better position. I think people that are self-aware, I do believe we're just a little bit in the, as they say, the pot can't call the kettle black, and until you walked in my shoes, those types of coined statements as well. People say that because what they're saying in retrospect is, you shouldn't talk about somebody. No, let's go with this one. The sweep around your own. See, I've swept around my own door. I've already picked out all the needles in the haystack of my problems. So, I've swept around my door. So I can come sweep around yours now, right? Because that's what that statement means. Sweep around your own door before you come sweep around mine. That's exactly what that coined statement means. So I've done the work. I know all the good, all the wonderful, and all the horrible about myself. So now I can check you, right? Not to say that I do that. I don't just check people to be checking people. However, in retrospect, we're going to flip this thing around. There are people that are not self-aware, are totally clueless about their own makeup, but quick to want to call you out about your stuff. Why? Somebody drop down in the comments. I need to know. Make it make sense, please. Make it make sense. I don't get it because I feel like if you have that time to invest in what's wrong with me, you first most definitely, absolutely should be doing the work for yourself. Be able to get me a pen and paper and write down 4 things about yourself before you tell me anything about me. Because number one, you're wasting your time. I already know. I already know. You can't tell me that my temperament is what it is. I already know. You can't tell me I have a fly mouth. I already know. You can't tell me anything about my attitude. You can't. I already know. So let's flip it and talk about you. What do you know about you before you talk about me? That's what the topic is about. Being self-aware. And again, I'm asking, are you a person that's self-aware? Are you in tune with your makeup? Who you are, how you are, and why you are the things that you are. That's what we're talking about in this topic. And if you'll be so brave to answer those questions, I would appreciate it. You don't ever get too deep, too personal with y'all. I always ask you if you are sharing personal stories. Keep it as light and comfortable as you like. I'll never go too deep. I do all the deep stuff. I'm okay with it because I don't care. I'm an open book and I talk a lot. I talk too much, in fact, sometimes. But that's what it is. So if you're comfortable, share down in the comments and let me know if you feel that you fall under that realm of being a self-aware person. If you will, share why do you feel that. Like, what things are you in tune with? And have you always been? Did you do some work on yourself and then you evolved to being a self-aware person? Or have you just always been self-aware? I feel like I've always been self-aware. First of all, from a small child, whether I was self-aware or not, I knew I talked a lot because it was a thing my family always complained about. I talk too much. So maybe that's where I got it from. Maybe they taught me early on how to know what's wrong with me or what's going on with me. Literally, my siblings used to tell my mother all the time, like, she is in there talking to herself again. Can you make her be quiet? Mama, come get her. So that was a thing that I learned early on, that I talked a lot. Whether I knew it, I heard it enough, so I tapped into it. And I had make-believe friends. I talked to them all day long, so I know that was a problem that I had. I still know their names. I no longer talk to them. Y'all may be proud to know. I don't talk to them anymore, but I remember their names. I had make-believe friends. Because when I didn't have anybody to talk to, I was going to create somebody to talk to. That's just how much I talk. And that's just what it was. So I've been a very self-aware person since a young, and I'm talking age 5, 6. No joke. Look, we can say, because when you're really in tune with things, probably 7 or 8. But I promise you, I was hearing that I talk too much at 4 and 5. I promise you. I promise. And it just went on through life. Which is probably why I'm on YouTube. I love to talk. I'm a talker. And it's not always comfortable talking to people in your personal space because you can wear people out talking to the same people over and over again. So that's why you girls stick with this channel. Yeah, but I do want you all to share. Did you grow into learning that you were a self-aware person? Did you have to do some work to get there? Have you always, I feel like I've always been. Have you always been? Do you know other people that are self-aware and how they navigate that? And what do you think about the people that are not self-aware? Can't call one thing out about themselves, but always... Is that called in denial? What is that? I need somebody to help me out for real. That's the first thing that comes to my brain. Is that person a person in denial? Is that why they're in denial? They refuse to tap into what's wrong with them. They're not going to. They don't have the capacity. But they're quick to go, well, you're this and you're that, and I notice this, and I think this about you, and I'm like, baby, wait, slow down, hold up, stop. It bothers me that there are people in this world like that. Or they do the same thing you do, so that falls into that pot calling the kettle black. Well, you do the same thing. And it's foolish that you don't even know it, but you know I do it. You know I do it, but you don't know you do it. It's weird. It gets really weird treading those waters of people who are not self-aware. That territory of just being... And how do you live in a body for years? And y'all, that's deep. I'm going to have to do some research on that. I'm not even joking. I want to do some research on that because there's something underlying in that. And it could just be denial, but I'm going to research it. I am. I'm going to drop some things down on what I find about that. People who are not self-aware. I'm sure it's going to boil down to denial. They don't want to know. They don't choose to know. Or they know, but they're never going to admit it to someone else. Because sometimes admitting things out loud says, I have a problem, or I'm crazy, or there's something wrong with me. And some people don't want that negative connotation associated with themselves. They're not going to attach that label. So, ain't nothing wrong with me. Yeah, that's deep. We're going to figure everything out. We may talk about this more than once because y'all know I'll piggyback off the conversation, add a different twist to it, and we keep rolling with it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this topic up. Let me make sure I don't have anything else on it, and we're gonna hop on over to the next couple of last topics. I've been at this all day, and we are finally coming to the end. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Keep watching. I will see you all next time.